He leaves an incredible legacy. Tributes flood in for Robert Walls after he chose to end cancer battle. I just want to quickly say this is a breaking news alert from the Herald Sun. Carlton legend Robert Walls has died at the age of 74 after a long battle with cancer. Walls, who was diagnosed with an aggressive form of the disease late last year, chose to end his life on his own terms after entering voluntary assisted dying in the final hours of his life. He'd previously spoken about his battle with cancer and his plans for when the disease eventually won. And he chose to go on his own terms after a wonderful life, both personally and professionally. He leaves behind an incredible legacy. The outpouring of tributes from all around the footy world for the man they simply knew as Wolf Walls, a premiership player, coach, and for a time caretaker, CEO of the Blues, was arguably the most respected figure in the club's history. Nine's footy commentator and former teammate of Walls at Carlton, Dwayne Russell, paid tribute to the champion on air this morning. "I'm very, very sad," Russell said. "But I have to say I've lost a close personal friend. I've lost a brother. I feel like I've lost part of my soul. We were together nearly every day for 2 years while we were playing together. We started out as teammates, became great friends, and then our families are very close." Russell said Walls was the ultimate professional. He never ever shirked his responsibilities. He was the ultimate competitor. He was the ultimate team man. Put the team before himself. And if you had any problems, he was the first person to put his hand up to help. Walls played 298 games for Carlton between 1968 and 1978, captaining the club to its 1979 and 1981 premierships. He coached the Blues to another flag in 1982 and was also a four-time John Newham medalist and a member of the club's 1968 and 1970 reserves premierships. In a statement released to the Herald Sun this morning, Carlton president Luke Sayers described Walls as a giant of the game. "It is with great sadness that we acknowledge the passing of our beloved Robert Walls," he said. "Robert Walls was a giant of our game, as a tenacious and courageous player, a highly successful coach, and a wonderful ambassador for the game. On behalf of the board, members, and fans, I would like to extend our deepest condolences to Robert's family during this difficult time. The thoughts of everyone at the Carlton Football Club are with them." The club will hold a minute's silence before this weekend's clash with Richmond at the MCG, in a game dominated by big, strong, sometimes brutal men. Walls was a standout for his fierce competitiveness and relentless attack on the ball. But it was the quiet way he went about his business and the respect he commanded from opponents that made him truly great. He was a footballer's coach who was loved by his players and his peers. And in many ways, he was the ultimate footballer who achieved everything the game had to offer. Now, if you or someone you know needs help, please don't hesitate to reach out to Lifeline on 13 11 14 or visit lifeline.org.